Welcome. In this video I'm going to show you how you can work with the bivariate standard normal distribution in Microsoft Excel. Now the bivariate normal distribution visually I can show you works with this very complicated formula, as you can see. And what I've done is I created here different z values for the one variable and different z values for the other variable, and specified a row or a correlation. And as you can see, I can actually rotate this. This is what it looks like if row 0.9, which is quite high actually. And if I rotate this, you can see it perhaps better. It almost looks like a bit of a shark fin. If it's very low, then it doesn't squeeze as much, as you can see, and then it looks like this. So, and again, we can do the 3D rotation here, hopefully. Yep, there we go. So you can see it's now far more circular. Now the big question is how to calculate these. This can actually be done by just using this formula. I've done that over here. So it's using the expected value and then just copy all of this in there. I'll leave a link to this Excel file on my website, of which you can find the link in the description below. Now unfortunately Excel itself doesn't have any Excel functions to work with this, so I had to create my own. And I was most interested in actually finding the row value. So there are some user-defined functions, or actually to calculate the area underneath all of this in a specific range. So there are quite a few people who actually did try this. Owen was perhaps the first. He used the so-called T function, so a few others actually improved on his so-called T function, and then these are all the other ones that I have tried to copy their kind of Fortran code and alcohol code into Visual Basic for applications, which gives me all these user-defined functions. And as you can see, they're fairly much in agreement. For Owen, I actually made the step by step. So if you don't want to use a user-defined function, you can use these steps. Your x value, your y value, and the correlation, the row. Then you need to swap x and y if this one is less than the absolute value of that one. So that's what I've done here. And as you can see, it's just an if statement. My system uses a semicolon to separate parameters. Yours might be using a comma. Then we add a minus to x if the row is greater than 1. So that's what this is doing. If x is greater than 0, then it simply returns a negative value, and otherwise the positive value. Y simply remains the same. And for row, we simply do if it's greater than 0, then we actually return the negative value, and otherwise we leave it at the negative, the positive. So in this case it's not less than 0, so what it's doing, not greater than 0, so it adds a negative, so it becomes positive. Then we calculate the average by using this formula, and for that we need the phi over here is the normal PDF function, which in Excel is as dist set to false, and we divide it over the standard normal cumulative distribution function, which is using the cumulative true. After that we can calculate the sigma, which is this one, and you can see here how I've just simply filled out this formula. We can calculate a z value, which is simply the y value minus the mu divided over the sigma. The mu is simply the mean, and sigma is the standard deviation. Then finally the row can be calculated using this long complex formula. It's actually 2, so that's why you see an if statement. If x is less than 0, you use the standard normal cumulative distribution function of y times the same one of z. And otherwise you subtract from the standard normal cumulative distribution function of y, you subtract that same one, but then multiplied with z. and that's what this formula is doing, and that gives you a fairly good um, estimate or approximation of the cumulative density function of the bivariate normal distribution. Alright, well, I hope Excel in the future will actually simply add in the bivariate normal distribution, but until then, I hope this was helpful for you. Okay, thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next video.